Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel once more. You already know what to do. Thanks for the likes, comments, subscribes, and subs. We're going to take a deep dive in a rich, snobby little town in the Bay Area, in the northern part, to be exact. The town of Sebastopol. There are no fast food chain restaurants, but one recently squeezed its way in. Let's find out how the people feel about it. Let's go.
Well, to change gears, Little Caesars Pizza is hot and ready to move into Sebastopol. But some neighbors are ice cold about it. People say they do not want chain restaurants in their little town.
Yeah, only entitled trust fund babies will say something like that and try to push out businesses like that. But to be honest with you, this is not quality pizza. It's okay for on the go and in the hurry, just like McDonald's and everything else. None of these fast food chains are really any good. But I will say Little Caesars was at its peak when it used to be inside as part of Kmart. But that was over 30 years ago. But that's just some nostalgia right there. For those of you that are old enough and remember, yeah, Little Caesars was jumping back then.
On top of all of this, even city officials say it shouldn't be there. But how did this all happen? Lynn explains.
Business owner Francesca Balak loves Sebastopol for its small shops, local flavors, and a downtown that doesn't look like anywhere else. That's why this surprised her.
Disappointing that big mistake like this will go through.
The city admits it accidentally approved a Little Caesars in the downtown core, even though chain stores have been banned there since 2018. And for Francesca, who owns Attical, a consignment furniture store, this isn't about pizza. It's about what Sebastopol stands for.
Something like that, I don't know. It doesn't add to the charm of the place, and it will bring away maybe business from somebody who is, who maybe has a higher quality of ingredients.
Basically, she's saying Little Caesars is for low class, underclass people, unfortunate people. That's what she's trying to say. She doesn't want to say it. I mean, Little Caesars does benefit people. I think they accept EBT there. So basically, any place that's going to draw EBT customers, she don't want them there because Anastasia's highly entitled.
City leaders say they discovered the mistake only after Little Caesars had already begun building out the space, and by then they couldn't legally stop the project.
It's an error. The city of Sebastopol has taken ownership and admitted we made an error, an administrative error, and approval. But
My thing is, how does this get approved on accident? You have to know what's going there. You have to know a business is going to enter a new building. Come on now. This was approved on purpose. This was somebody higher up that enjoyed Little Caesars back in the day when they were growing up. That's what it is. And whoever approved this didn't grow up in such a snobby town. So this is a non-trust fund baby move. Whoever approved this is a liberal. They knew damn well citizens will bitch and complain about that business being there in that town. It's just like Walnut Creek. There's no Burger King or McDonald's there. You have to drive out to get to one in Pleasant Hill.
Caesars, I guess, took that approval and ran with it and started making improvements. And so they had a vested interest by the time we realized our error. And we had to let them move forward.
But not everyone sees it as a problem. Some younger residents told us they're glad to have a cheap, quick option.
For me specifically, I do like it.
Okay, he looks like your typical college student. Most college students are not really fortunate when it comes to having funds in the bank, right? Unless they're trust fund babies too. But a lot of times, most college students, their parents or family just won't give them money like that. So a business like this will benefit guys like this a lot. No offense, but I'm just saying for somebody that actually wants it there.
Because, big fan of it.
They believe competition is healthy, and for them, price matters.
Price matters, but quality matters even more. Cheaper doesn't mean better. Cheaper usually means worse, especially when it comes to quality of food. I mean, in this country, most of our food is poison anyway. It's highly processed, high in trans fat and all that.
I mainly just like it because it's cheap. It's not really like the best food, but it's cheap enough for me.
Counts.
Yeah, but it's junk food though. Some people call it pies. It's just the grease. The grease is what really makes it junk.
So woman Nisa Hinton says at this point, it's up to the customers.
The consumer now will decide whether they like it or not with their pocketbook. I mean, I point out we don't have a Burger King and we don't have a McDonald's in Sebastopol. They both went out of business.
What do I think about Little Caesars?
Aha. So basically, this town pretty much had some of the main fast food chains around. But why would those places go out of business? They're supposed to be quote unquote cheap. But in today's day and age, you're paying $15 for a meal at McDonald's. And I don't even think Little Caesars does the $5 box of pizza anymore. Remember that large $5 pizza you used to get pre-COVID? I don't even think they do that no more. Just like Subway, $5 foot long, all that stuff is long gone. And mind you, Costco pizza is a step up from Little Caesars.
Don't think it's necessarily a part of our community here in Sebastopol. There's a lot better pizza to be had in Sebastopol, so.
My dude. Also, I'm a big fan of supporting local businesses, family-owned businesses, mom and pop restaurants, because you could taste the quality, usually, if it's not something coming out of a can. But I like to support mom and pop restaurants because they're not crazy on tips. Now, tipping culture, we'll get into that in a different video, but we all know that tip is crazy. So I guess this is one good thing about a Little Caesars being there. They need more establishments. Usually fast food chains don't charge for tips unless they sneak it in there on the price.
That's where I'll be going.
Steve DeCoste runs the only pizza restaurant in the downtown core. He's not thrilled, but he's not losing sleep over it either.
We're just building a resilient community, one pizza at a time. And so it won't impact us because of the quality of what we do. And we're really supported by our community and they understand this.
As for Francesca, she says what matters now is making sure the next application doesn't slip through the cracks.
Original as possible so that people come into town and they see new stores that are unique.
The city says it's added safeguards to make sure this kind of mistake doesn't happen again.
It was on purpose, Darlene. It was on purpose, man. Yeah, how does this just slip through the cracks? There's no other fast food chains there, but this one just somehow just slides in through the back door. Yeah. Somebody knew what they were doing. What happened was somebody went behind somebody else's back in the council office and approved it. That's what happened. And mind you, it's like Sebastopol is in between other cities. So whatever is not there, the person could just drive to the next town, which is not that far away, 10 or 15 minutes away, to get the fast food that they really want. And then let alone, don't let them start messing with the zoning, when they start changing up the zoning between commercial spaces and residential, when they start building all these new homes, then the tech bros come in and start approving all this stuff that the pretty much boomers don't want there. But to be honest with you, fast food restaurants don't add any charm to any city. If it's not like a historic city, to start putting a row of fast food chains should be in suburbs, not quaint little towns with charm. That part, she's right, I understand that. But there needs to be cheaper food options because not everybody in these small California towns have money like that. Mind you, a lot of them live off of family inheritance, so good for them. Not everybody can do that. This is Kyle Levello. I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.